So, first of all, hello everyone. My name is Stefan Andjelic and I'm running the blockchain hub at Raiffeisen Bank International. First of all, it's really good to see that there are quite some people here interested to hear what banks are doing in relation to the blockchain technology. And for some of you who might not already know, Raiffeisen Bank International is the leading Central and Eastern European bank, being present in 14 markets and serving over 16 million customers. And as I know that there are a lot of fintech startups and other companies here in the audience dealing with emerging technologies, including blockchain, I would also like to point out that I'm here today with our fintech partnerships team. So if you're having some idea or a business case that you believe might be interesting for us, please feel free to approach us at our Raiffeisen Bank International booth in the front, and we will be more than happy to discuss your ideas with us. And also, I would just like to say a few words about the blockchain hub in Raiffeisen Bank International, so how the whole idea came. So, as the time was passing, we started realizing the impact and the potential that the blockchain technology could have on our everyday business and on the banking sector in general. So that's why in May of 2018, we established the Blockchain Hub, which is responsible for driving, monitoring, and steering of blockchain initiatives within the Raiffeisen Bank. And one of these initiatives and areas that we found of particular interest where the blockchain technology can help us is the area of KYC identity management. And that's what we'll be talking today. And first of all, I would like to start with a personal story in regards to this area of identity management. So I'm originally coming from Serbia, and when I moved to Austria some years ago for my studies, one of the first things actually that I needed to do was to open a bank account. And in order to do so, I needed to go through very time-consuming, information-intensive, and strict KYC process. So for the ones of you who might not be familiar with the terminology, Know Your Customer, or simply KYC, is a process conducted by financial institutions in order to verify and validate the identities of their customers, either before or during the time they start doing business with them. And basically, so this strict KYC process that financial institutions need to conduct is not a problem itself because, as we all know, banks need to be fully regulatory compliant in order to make sure that their customers are not dealing with any kind of illegal activities or anti-money laundering. But what can be the pain point in this process is that, for example, when I want to get health insurance or to switch account with another bank, I need to go through the exactly same time-consuming KYC process. So as you can imagine, this can be quite at some time frustrating for the customers. So I believe that a lot of you here can relate your personal experience to this story. And I'm also sure that some of you might have thought how great would it be to have one unified shared platform, an ecosystem, where basically individuals and corporations can share their identities with all these service providers, such as banks, insurances, etc., by onboarding only once, without need to do it multiple times. And that is what blockchain technology allows us to do so. So, as you can see, current KYC management systems are both costly and inefficient due to various reasons. And some of these reasons include manual data collection, manual data verification, and manual data monitoring. So, and as you can imagine, it really increases the operational cost by increasing the possibility of human error. And as I've already mentioned, the process of identity verification is duplicative, resulting also in duplicative costs for us as financial institutions and other institutions that need to perform the KYC process. And it also requires multiple interactions with customers which, as you can imagine, may result in customer frustration and dissatisfaction. So basically, by implementing a blockchain-based solution, it would not only remove this duplicative KYC process for our clients, but at the same time, it would also reduce the amount of false positives produced in anti-money laundering monitoring. And also by leveraging on the blockchain technology, banks can reduce the financial burden of collecting information for these KYC compliance checks. So, as stated in this example, imagine that there is a corporate client who needs to maintain relation with multiple banks at the same time. So by using the blockchain-powered digital ecosystem, when this customer wants to update some kind of corporate information, he will need to do it only once and not to approach each of these banks individually. So, which ultimately improves the customer experience and satisfaction. So basically, this is how the process looks. We have banks, insurance companies, lawyers, and other institutions that are performing these KYC procedures, and basically they would need to verify and validate the identity of the customers, after which the client's profile would be saved on the blockchain. And the great thing about it is that the client needs to do it only once. So what I've already mentioned, after which the client can share identity with any participant within the ecosystem. And as stated on the slide, so this DLT-powered solution has the potential to optimize both regulatory and operational costs, and at the same time decrease number of frauds, improve user experience, and improve compliance. And so far, Raiffeisen Bank International has been participating in 2 such projects aiming towards the improvement of current KYC processes. So first of them, called MyDSafe, it is an Austrian-based project which aims to create a safe, self-sovereign digital ecosystem of identities. And what actually do we mean here by self-sovereign identity? It means that the user of the identity is in the full control of the identity, and there is no a single centralized authority which can manage and control this data. And here the digital identities with numerous attributes, such as the name, residential address, date of birth, etc., they create the basic foundation and structure for all the processes in this digital economy. And partners of this high-profile consortium, as you can see here in the slide, are coming from different industries, and all the members of this consortium basically share the same belief that this project overcomes the boundaries of both competitors and different industries in order to establish an open trust network across all sectors in the economy. And the second project that we participated in is called CYC KYC Trial. So it was done within the R3 consortia, of which we are also the member, and we did it together with 40 other financial institutions. So it was a trial focusing primarily on corporate customers, and in this trial, banks were able to request access to customer KYC test data, while customers could approve and revoke access to their data at any time. And also, customers were able to update their test data, and as I mentioned, in this basic hypothesis for this blockchain solution, it's done only once, and it's automatically updated for all the banks with which the identity has been already shared. And basically what this trial, what were the main takeaways from this trial is that from the technical point of view, the creation of such global identity ecosystem is definitely possible, and from the business point of view, it makes total logic and total sense to have such solution. But what is still outstanding is the alignment of different national regulatory frameworks that would allow for creation of such global identity ecosystems, and this is yet to be solved. And this is also applicable to a lot of different use cases when it comes to these enterprise blockchain solutions. But we believe as the technology is getting more and more mature, that such global solutions will definitely be possible. So we at Raiffeisen Bank International are very, at the same time, proud and excited to be at the front line of developments of this new exciting technology, and we will definitely continue to do so. Thank you very much for your attention.